Lord have mercy, Cancer. It is hot today. I'm just opening my house back up. So, welcome back, Cancers, to your July 2021 reading with myself, Rachel Navy, aka Villagio Strega. Very grateful you are here, Cancers. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is your general reading, so keep in mind, guys, this will not resonate for everyone, but if Cancer, Moon, Rising Sign, or Venus, and sometimes that little North Node energy slips in there as well. Check your astrological chart definitely to see where you land. And cross-watchers, stalkers, yeah, I'm sure there's something in it for you guys too. So, that said, Cancers, let's get to your reading. Now, if you have a challenge or situation in your life, guys, that you need more guidance, clarity, or support on, I do my personal readings. I slip them in between appointments sometimes between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's when it's the quietest around here to do more personalized readings. Or I love to go outside with them. So all my information is either linked in the description below or the About section of my channel as to how to get a hold of me for those readings. My prices are really reasonable. I am not reaching out to people, though, for readings. So if scammers are about their Cancers, well, you can find me on Villagio Strega as well. You can always message me there too, or traditionalhealer.com. But I don't go around asking, would you like a reading? Except for Wednesdays. But I do them for free. So, good time to catch me too for a quick reading. If you want to pop in and have a good time with me there online on the Villagio Strega page, as well as 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday, of course. So, Cancers, I'm just going to flip the camera angle down here so you can see what I see going on the table. And I know a lot of you know what that card is representative of. But let's take a good look here, Cancers, at what's going on. And I'm going to be honest, this is the second time I've started your reading because between the dog barking, the sweat rolling off of me, and the kiddo coming in and out of the house, it's been noisy. It's been distracting. But I have smudged and smudged and smudged some more for you guys. And really shifted and transmuted that energy here. So hopefully we're getting a good, clean picture as to what's going on for Cancers on the collective. Now, it is a bit breezy now and then here as well. And I recognize that interrupts the microphone a little bit now and then. Bear with me. I know you guys can still hear what I'm saying somewhat, but I'm not going to stop the recording here just for a little scratch on the microphone, and I love my fresh air. So that said, Cancers, I hope you can recognize and enjoy it with me. Lots going on. Y'all are in your heads. Woo! Cancers are in their heads. Beautiful things are coming, though. Check it out. We have the Queen of Wands energy. Overall energy for your reading. We're going to pull the bottom 5, of course, from this deck as well. I did a Celtic Cross style reading for you guys this month. That's how I'm starting. Usually I do you challenge, your advice, and potential outcome for each week. I'm doing the Celtic Cross because that's simply what I've kind of been called to do for this month's readings. And then I'll pull the challenge, the overall energy for the challenge, advice, and potential outcome with a good tarot. Take a look at the bottom 5 here and, of course, give you an Archangel card. So, Queen of Wands energy. She's like the cat that ate the canary, of course. Her smile is contagious. She's got a little bit of mystery, a little spice to her. Why? Because she's full of creative energy. She's full of passion. She's full of drive. She's got that life force energy, that transformative energy here, Cancers. This is about following your passions, following your dreams, what inspires you, what motivates you. Maybe it's some new lusty relationship even, although as well, even though she tends to be very married and very loyal, but she's a spicy queen. A lot of fun, a lot of creative energy to her. So we'll revisit her here in a moment. Just going to set them to the side. Hopefully they don't roll off. There we go. Okay, so coming out first is the Lover's card energy. Cancer, some of you are trying to make a choice right now, especially in regards to your love life. Like, do you want to partner up? If you're single, do you really want a relationship right now? If you're not single, do you really want to be who you're with right now? Are they your soulmate? What is really calling you? What do you want for yourself? Are you where you're supposed to be? Is really the kind of questions you're asking yourself here towards the start of the month. I know that's deep shit, but this is how the cards are coming out. Your challenge is what inspires you? How do you inspire others? You've got Star card energy here. So we've got Gemini energy with that Lover's card, and then we've got Aquarius energy with the Star card. Some of you may be dealing with those two signs as well, but this is about living your most authentic life. Is the relationship you're in, if you're in a relationship, Cancer, it's asking you, is that your most authentic life? Does it inspire you? Does it motivate you? Is it passionate, right? What kind of energy is it? Does it resonate with your soul's purpose here, Cancer? Is what this is really indicating. And do you feel like you can shine bright? Do you feel like you're living your best life with or without a relationship, you know? That's what that Star card's about. It's what inspires you? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What's your place in the universe? That's really what that's saying. Like, that's what the time is for right now. Some of you are so in your head, so worried about things. This isn't your goals, your dreams, your destinies, sometimes your fears, is the Nine of Swords. So all that worrying may be wasteful for you. Maybe you're thinking too hard about the future. Maybe you're too consumed with what was, or some sort of loss, or some sort of troubles in your life here, that you're forgetting that you have to live life still. Some of you have definitely been going on, or maybe you're worried about finance even. Some of you have definitely been moving on from heartbreak, for sure. With this Three of Swords. Now, Three of Swords upright is just starting to let go. In the distant past, rather, you weren't quite ready to let go of it. That's why this is in reverse still. It's that stubborn energy of you just don't want to let go of, even though it's not for your highest good, even though it's self-harming in nature. You just weren't quite ready to move on from it. More recently, though, there may have been like this little financial gift that said, hey, let's go. More recently, there's been an opportunity, perhaps a new career, perhaps a new business, perhaps some new educational path you're on, perhaps even a new creative endeavor that is bringing in this finance, or just simply a little gift from the universe. Financial blessing as it is, so for you to go on a new path, for you to help recover and remove yourself from that situation, that heartbreak situation. Getting the Judgment card out, okay, so we're answering a calling. This is about purpose as much as it is prosperity. This is about letting go of self-criticism, judgments towards yourself, judgments to others, as well as judgments being in your favor. Of course, this could be legal actions for some of you. Judgment is upright, so judgment's in your favor for sure. When it comes to the calling, it's that same energy here with the Lover's card and the Star card out. Like, okay, and these are, all three are major arcanas here, right? So they're the most important cards of the deck are the major arcanas. You can do just a reading with major arcanas to really get the pertinent points of what you need to know out. So what the universe is saying is, okay, you're making a decision about what matters to the heart for soulmate energy, but you also want to be living your most authentic life. And you're doing that because you're being called to do that. The universe is saying, like, now's the time. Like, it's time for a change. Now's the time. Answer the calling, Cancer, is what it's really saying, because that's where your abundance lies. That's where your individuality, your uniqueness, your prosperity, definitely your prosperity coming in. That's where your abundance lies, is when you're living your most authentic life. So that said, Judgment card 2, I think that's Pluto energy, transformative Pluto energy. What's your inner emotions like, or attitude about the situation? Is Five of Swords. So some of you still want to argue, fuss, and fight. Some of you are either dealing with somebody, or you yourselves are having a hard time of letting go of the ego, right? These swords are words. I feel like the swords are coming out as communication and words, and someone's still like trying to draw swords, still wants to fight, still wants to argue, that kind of energy, or just simply can't let go of some sort of thought or idea they have that is disagreeable with others. So this is that conflict. There may be an inner conflict within you as well of ideas, those thoughts, ideas, and emotions. External forces, we've got the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, of course, is that new idea, that new thought you're having, that new purpose, that forward movement, clearer communication. He hasn't quite come up with a plan as to how he wants to put these things into action, and this is those around you. It's influencing you, those influencing you in your immediate environment here, Cancer. But he's ready to take action. Like, they're ready to support you. They're ready to go with the plan, whatever it is, as things kind of develop here. Your inner emotions, I'm not surprised to see, is the Ten of Swords energy. It's all about all the swords cards are coming out here, especially when it comes to how you feel about things and what's influencing the situation. Lots of swords out. Swords represent thoughts, ideas, emotions behind them, right? And communications. You're done with the drama, Cancer. Cancer says, no, we're done. No more. You can get your knife out of my back now. Some of you could be having back pains, literally, being back bitten in some fashion, betrayed in a sense, but that's all come to an end. The war's over. Nobody's fighting anymore, right? Nobody wants to fight anymore. You're like, I'm done. I'm looking to the future. I've got plans for the future now. Okay, this war is over, is what this is saying, especially to you, Cancer. It's a 10 card, so this is representing the completion of a cycle. And what happens after that, it's like the Fool's Journey. It's time to begin something new. And you're moving on. These changes you're making in your life are to relieve that stress, to relieve that doubt, that misery, that depression. And of course, your potential outcome, the Queen of Wands is that creative force, right? So you're dreaming big. You're having that rest and recuperation time. The stained glass window, this is optimism, hope for the future. Of course, as you're taking a rest, a much needed good night's sleep, some people think of this as the therapist couch, right? Because you're laying down, you're confessing, you're talking about things. Maybe it's a good time with all this letting go you're doing, this transformative energy you're doing, and kind of like the phoenix who's rising from the ashes and reinventing themselves. Here, Cancers, is also what I get for a sense of for you guys for the month of July as well. But get plenty of rest and recovery is what this is also indicating to me. Let's take a look now at the final 5 for you guys. Again, that Queen of Wands energy. Breathing life into something new, right? Pursuing something you're passionate about, especially if it calls to you, right? Especially if it feeds your soul. 2 of Cups energy. There may be somebody new coming in for you guys. If you're single, remember that Lover's card is out. So this may be that couple that's gone through their share of trials and tribulations. You may be choosing to stay coupled up, but find it more challenging to do something new, perhaps, for yourself. That could be part of that conflict energy there. You could simply be making a more emotionally satisfying choice when it comes to your employment relationships, although it may have been a hard road to achieve that. But definitely a decision that's going to be made. That 2 energy is out, and that's about choices. Decision you make. Now, Cancer, you got to go with the flow of things. Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. Got to go with the flow of things, Cancer. Here's the final 3 for you guys at the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's somebody else you're dealing with who's being greedy. You may find somebody else being a little bit miserly, a little bit controlling, or you yourself are just having a really hard time going with the flow, Cancer. Maybe it's about finance, right? Even though something new is coming in, it takes time to develop that money or save that money up. And this is you like hanging on to every cent you have, because maybe you don't know when the next dime's coming in kind of way about it. But this is also a good indication of how you spend your energy, how you spend your time, and releasing the negative vibes, releasing the fears, so that way you can go with more of the flow of things. When you go with the flow, when you start answering that call and saying, you know what, this is who I am, this is the life I want to live, this is the lifestyle I want to have, and believing in it, right? Believing in that union, believing in creative spirit, that's when the universe is going to say, oh, okay, you feeling blessed? Good. We're going to bless you some more. That kind of energy about it. Got the 10 of Wands energy out along with the 8 of Swords. More swords. So you definitely need your rest with this. Maybe you just need time to dream even, Cancers. Maybe some of you have been so overworked, overburdened by a situation or some actions taken, all that hard work you've been putting into a situation, that you're not getting to see the fruits of your labor. You're not getting to see the results, the rewards of all the work you've been doing. This is an energy of bearing too much of a load, carrying too much weight. But the flip side to it is allowing other people to help you along the way here, Cancer. So a little bit more of that voyage with baggage energy. And this too, finally, the 8 of Swords energy is about taking that blindfold off and seeing things for what they really are, letting go of that self-limiting beliefs, those self-doubts, that hindrance of our own self, and unbinding ourselves from situations that aren't for our highest good, or beliefs we have that aren't for our highest good. And so in other words, letting go of self-limiting beliefs. No longer living in denial is another key component to this card's energy here too, Cancers. So let's check out what the good tarot has to say for your challenge, your advice, and your potential outcome. Now, here are Cancers, and if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you see when I actually upload something. So, well, it feels like a little few and far between because I wear a lot of hats these days, and I do so enjoy personal readings. I've been traveling a little bit more here and in the neighborhood, it feels like, or neighboring states, I should say, finally. Yeah, there we go. Okay. One more. 10 of Fire. Okay, one more, please, for my Cancers on the collective. What else would you like them to know? Cancers on the collective. Okay, here we go. We got 6 of Water out. Yeah, that makes sense. Cancers, you got to be patient with the situation. You have the Temperance card. You got to have moderation to it. If you're going to believe in it, if you're going to take actions on things here, Cancer, it's going to be a slow process. Nothing is going to happen overnight, especially if you're trying to rebuild your new life, or you're trying to build a satisfying relationship, an emotionally secure relationship, or emotionally fulfilling relationship, rather. Even employment situations are going to take time to build that money up, right? So have faith and go with the flow of it. Do things in moderation. Have some patience with it. It will happen. Your advice card is 10 of Wands again. If you're feeling like you're the only one doing any work, especially when it comes to your relationships, business or romantic or otherwise, you probably are, and you're probably doing it on purpose. Cancer, you don't have to do it all. Allow others to help you is what this card is really saying. Don't burn your candle at both ends. It's futile. And you won't get to see the beautiful rewards of all the hard work you've put into this situation or all the actions you've taken. Finally, your potential outcome here, Cancers, is the 6 of Water energy, 6 of Cups kind of like energy. You're looking at the past, being nostalgic, perhaps reconnecting with old friends, family members, childhood memories. It's really a beautiful place to be. But much like Psyche or Narcissus in this particular instance, don't get stuck on too much nostalgia. Don't always look at the past and relive the past, especially if you're trying to let go of some things in it, especially if you're doing that self-work. This could be also like returning to those thoughts of like self-doubt from the past or relationship issues of the past. Value it. Look at the bright side of things. Value what was and the lessons that came with it, Cancer, as you move forward in a new direction in your life is really what I'm gathering from that card's energy and placement for you all. Okay, final card here from the Archangels. Here, Cancers, there it is. That was easy. final card here is claircognizance, seeing things clearly. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Now, there is so many swords out. You almost have the whole suit of swords out in your reading here. So your thoughts and ideas are really present, both good and the negative. So with that card's energy, with that little guiding support right there, start focusing, Cancers, on what you really want your life to be, on what your purpose really is and your prosperity really looks like. And believe in that abundance, right? Change your thoughts with some rest and recovery and a little bit more help. Change your thoughts into more prosperous and purposeful meanings to your life. So I wish you the best, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Again, thank you all for being here. Blessed be.